So for this project, I helped some students from the University of Wales Trinity St David to put a documentary together. The whole idea was to spend time with them, show them how to set up a tripod, how to set up a camera, the right frame rate, how to look at lighting, how to look at framing the shot when we're doing the interviews, and also how to film iconic features in Swansea as we went around Swansea. And we also had the opportunity to interview very important people in Swansea. That's the councillor, and also people from BID, that's Russell Greenslade, and they were talking about the regeneration that's happening in Swansea. So it was a good project for the student to learn how to film, documentary wise. So it took us, a couple of days, and we put in a lot of hours to get this project done. And we also, did the editing, and I introduced the editing lesson, which was we used Adobe Premiere CC for the edit, and also showed them how to start a new project, to create bins, to know the functions of how the software works. And a couple of days on, we also looked at importing footage from the camera to the computer, and also how to create effects, images, how to import the video, and how to sync the video with the external audio that we were recording. So the editing session, it took us a couple of days because that's where we wanted to put the project together. And the final one was the color grading. After putting the story together, you also need to know how to color grade, and depending on the feel of your project, we came up with a good color grade.
We're a local family jewellers. We started our business in 1979. We traded from St David's Market Centre, which has since been closed, but we moved into this current unit in 1986. So this is our 31st year here, and we've built up our customers throughout the Swansea area, from as far and wide as Newport in the east to down to West Wales.
A really exciting time for the development. We are finalising the consultation with the public. Very shortly, their planning application will come in, which will allow us to be able to describe in detail what the site will look like, and then allow us to get on with building it. So it's a really exciting development because it's going to bring new shops, new restaurants, a large new multi-purpose arena where we can have conferences and concerts, have some of the UK's best acts coming to play in Swansea. It's a digital arena, so it'll have the ability to hold gaming conferences in there as well. And also then there's a mix of hotels, new homes. So it's a really, really significant development worth over £500 million to Swansea, so it's really significant. From St David's alone, there's going to be around 2,000 construction jobs, and then 4,500 to 5,000 permanent jobs in the site once it's constructed. Those will be people working in the shops, working in the arena, and working in the restaurants. First part of the construction will be starting with the multi-storey car park, which will be next to where the LC is at the present time. And that will also be part of the structure of the arena, because the arena will sit within the car park and the car park will surround it. So it's a really innovative way of using that space so that we've got parking and the arena structure itself. And then across the other side of the road, shortly after we begin construction on the arena, we'll begin construction on the new shops and the new restaurants and the other buildings in that area. We'll tie them in nicely with the existing Quadrant Centre, and we'll be doing an upgrade of the Quadrant Centre as well, so it's a really exciting time. So we've got the decision we're waiting on the Tidal Lagoon, and again, if that scheme gets the final green light, which we hope it will, That's another £1.3 billion of investment right on our doorstep, just down in SA1. Again, thousands of construction jobs coming from that. You know, potential uplift to the tourism economy of about 400 million a year. You know, huge impacts potentially that we could have from these projects. So we're very confident of getting the city deal. We're very hopeful of getting the tidal lagoon in the next few weeks. So hopefully before the end of March, we could have two very significant schemes nailed down for Swansea, which will help all of the other stuff that we're doing as a council. So there's 750 new student accommodations being built opposite the railway station in High Street, as well as in the old Oldway Centre, which will be totally refurbished for new offices and new student residents, another 500 there. So you'd have around 1,200 students living at the top of High Street, which is really going to help lift that area and make it more dynamic and make it more vibrant.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Okay,
very
guys?
much for your time. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
Much
Really good
appreciated.
questions. Thank
Well,
you very much.
Thank you. Hope to see you again.